Midnight snack. It was late at night, and all the employees of a diner just off the highway were cleaning up. There was Lola, the cook, cleaning the kitchen, Freddie, the waiter, mopping the floors, and Charlie, finishing the charts in the office. Freddie went outside and dumped the dirty mop water into the dry dirt. He was about to go back inside when he saw something. Shadow was watching him. He tried to see what they were, but it was too dark. "Charlie," he said, can you come out here?" "Fine. What is it?" Charlie said. "It's," he said, but when he turned around, the eyes were gone. "It's... You're just tired. Get back to work." Freddie looked around before going back inside. Lola and Charlie were by the time clock, already having the cards punched. "Hurry up. All employees have to be checked out before we can lock up," Charlie said. I still think there's something out there," Freddie said. Charlie just rolled his eyes. Freddie checked out. All three of them headed outside. That's when they all saw it. From the dim light of the diner sign, they saw the silhouette of multiple dogs. "Go! Leave! Shoo!" Charlie said, but the dogs did the opposite. There were all types of dogs. Rottweilers, Shepherds, Dobermans, Pit Bulls, Great Danes, and a Beagle, who appeared to be the top dog. "Get back! Back!" Charlie yelled, but the dogs still creaked. Charlie scrambled for his keys as the dogs moved closer and closer. The keys shook in his hands as he repeatedly missed the door. Freddie looked back and saw the Beagle getting dangerously close to him. He frantically tapped Charlie's shoulder. Finally, Charlie was able to put the keys into the lock and open the door. They all rushed in and immediately closed and locked the door behind them. They turned around and jumped at the sight of the dogs looking at them from beyond the glass. "Wild dogs," Lola said. "Lots of them up here." Do they have rabies?" Freddie said. "No. They wouldn't be hiding if they did." One of the Rottweilers ran up and started biting the door. They can't get in here, right?" Freddie said. As if in answer to his question, several of the dogs began tearing apart the hinges of the door. Lola did not waste any time and immediately headed for the supply closet. She pulled out some mops, brooms, and spray bottles. She handed it to the others. The door was holding firm, but not one of the windows that a Great Dane was pulling up. Lola rushed over and sprayed the Dane in the face, sending him back. Two Dobermans took the place of the Dane, opening the window a little bit more. Freddie swung his beetle at them. A shepherd grabbed the broom. The two of them tugged and pulled on the broom until it snapped into two. Charlie grabbed the window and tried to pull it down, but the Dobermans were too strong. Lola sprayed the last of her bottle, stunning the dogs just long enough for Charlie to close the window. The three of them took a deep sigh of relief. With a loud snap, the door broke, and all the dogs came pouring in like a slow-moving tide of lava. Charlie ran to the phone. He picked it up. It was disconnected from the dialer. All three of them jumped behind the counter and dove into the kitchen. They hung and held each other for dear life as the dogs creeped closer and closer. The beagle hopped on the dish window. He studied them. He had something in his mouth, but they couldn't see what it was until he dropped it. It was a stack of old rubles from the time of the Tsar. The three of them looked at the beagle, and then at the money, and then at each other. I guess we have customers, Fiddy said. Is this money even worth anything? It's foreign, Charlie said. The way I see it, we either make the food, or we'll make into food, Lola added. The three of them went to work, cooking up a feast of burgers and hot dogs, of all the variety they had: bacon, beef, pork, chicken, and fish. They didn't know how many meals they served, but when it was done, the beagle dropped some more rubles, and all the dogs disappeared into the darkness. They silently agreed to pretend nothing happened. As they cleaned up and closed, 3 hours passed when they were originally supposed to get off.